The Wii is a veritable software wonderland. Between the impressive, if now defunct, Virtual Console, a bevy of first-party titles that make gaming history, and the sheer number of software developers producing games for this quintessential Nintendo system, there's no shortage of wonderful games you can play on what might be the most easily accessible console in the history of video games. And then there's this.
My Dolphin is yet another WiiWare title developed by T&S Ltd and released on the little system that could in 2009. One of many simulation games made for the motion control mania that the Wii inspired, it features a unique premise that feels a little bit like someone had a good idea and then decided to phone in every single part of it.
We begin with this. Now, I've heard some very strange company slogans before, but We Are Happy Spiral just doesn't inspire any confidence in me at all.
Still, that weird developer logo aside, we can... Hold up, this game has a story? Interesting. The cutscene comics are kinda long, and that awful music is still playing though, so we'll just read it for you real quickly.
A sad and lonely boy looked out at the sea, crying. King Triton, the ruler of the sea, knew of the boy's sorrow and was worried. He decided to send a dolphin to the boy.
Dolphins can magically heal the heart. The boy and dolphin had a wonderful time, and it brought back a smile to the boy's face.
King Triton saw them having fun and gave the boy a magical tool to control the dolphin. By the end of the day, the boy was rejuvenated. Thank you, I will never forget you.
Dr. Hiroshi from the My Dolphin Natural Water Institute was that boy. Believing in King Triton, he devoted himself to dolphin research. He sent dolphins to sad people and gave them a Wii remote and nunchuck. But no one knows why.
Okay, hold up. We need to back up for just a few miles there, cause let me see if I get this straight. The boy is lonely, which is a reasonable starting premise, and then King Triton gets involved.
Why does a sea demigod know what this kid's doing? They related or something?
How is sending a dolphin a solution to this problem anyway? And when did dolphins get the ability to heal the heart?
And now the dolphin gets robbed of free will by being magically linked to a Wii remote and nunchuck?
And now you're telling me the boy grows up and works at a place literally called My Dolphin Natural Water Institute and randomly gives out Wii remotes and nunchucks? And the man just randomly ships dolphins to depressed people? Last but not least, where's the nunchuck in this image?
You know, maybe we're being nitpicky. This may have been flat out the strangest story I've ever seen in a video game of this genre, but after all, it's a simulation game about a dolphin. The real question is how the gameplay stacks up, so let's check that out.
Now, when you reach the main menu, you'll discover 3 modes on a title screen that uses the same wonderful music as the cutscenes. So let's dive in, shall we? We'll start with playtime. This is kind of bland for an interface. Maybe the question mark circle will tell us secrets? Oh, here we go. So we can change the time of day, mess with the music, or get our dolphin's attention by smacking him with a disembodied gloved hand. Let's give the settings a spin first.
So this is night, apparently. I don't know who turned off all the lights, but I guess as far as skyboxes go, it's fine. Lighting's still off, but I mean, no need to be picky. This is midday. Midday's gross. It's literally the daytime skybox recolored, and not even well. The clouds are in the same place, and the sun is obviously on a different image layer. I'm not a Photoshop expert, but I do know a lazy recolor and bad image blending when I see it. Wait, didn't they say we could toggle the music?
Yes, they did, so let's give it a try. Oh gosh, no, not that again. Something else, please. Anything. Nope, that's not an improvement. How about now? Oh, great, Bolero, but done poorly. That's just what we needed. Next. No, and where's the dolphin? Are all of these public domain tunes done in a poor MIDI style? Doesn't this game have any good music?
No, it does not. This game has quite the selection of tracks, and they're all bad. Even music that's just public domain tune given a cover sounds absolutely horrendous in the awful sound engine and worst composition style the developers chose for this game.
But enough focusing on the atmospheric elements. I'll just pick the most bearable of the music tracks so we can try hanging out with our aquatic pal. Activating the dolphin's playtime protocol results in him coming up to us and doing a cute little standing motion. A menu with options pops up above his head, so let's test a few and see what they're like.
Okay, first things first, remember that this game supposedly uses a nunchuck? It's hard to believe, but the nunchuck's not used to steer the dolphin. In fact, the control stick goes completely unused. Why, you ask? Because the developers opted to make us use motion controls, which are always so fun, to steer, jump, and rotate. How does a game relying on precise motions on the Wii remote for basic movements perform?
I tried and tried and tried some more, but I was never able to get consistent timing for any of this nonsense. I eventually had to give up on subtle motions entirely and just began jerking the Wii Remote around with my wrist to try and get some kind of reaction. The timer on the bottom right makes no sense because this is just a practice round, but no matter how well or badly I do, I always get the same reaction. We have so many questions.
Why does the dolphin sound like my cat when I accidentally sit on her tail?
Why does the dolphin lack a tongue?
Why does the dolphin suddenly become perfectly still when waiting for me to feed it?
And why does the dolphin stand there in perpetuity until I feed it?
Why does the dolphin have cold, dead eyes that make me fear for my life?
The rest of the game mode plays about the same as this. Pick a move, practice it, feed the dolphin. It's boring at best, it's disturbing at worst, and it's lazy as can be. So let's try something else.
Championship mode offers something the last mode didn't. A challenge! You can tell by the intense MIDI music. Behold the in-game explanation for what we need to do.
This is My Dolphin Bay. Dolphins and trainers come here to show off their performances. Basic technique points are key. The current top 4 finalists with 1 qualifier remaining are David, Alexa, Takayori, Julia. The top 4 will be in the final. It's time to give the performance of your life. You know, I'm pretty sure the game said this was amateur hour, but sure, I'll give the best I can.
It's showtime!
Okay!
Truly immersive gameplay.
So apparently, despite following almost all the instructions we were given, we failed! Which I might feel bad for if the controls didn't feel like I was actively wrestling with a dolphin. Maybe we'll have better luck in Showtime mode.
It looks like we get a few more options in this mode. I can pick the music and use whatever moves I want, except not really, and even save copies of my performance. Not bad. Let's see how it plays.
Okay. That's cool. No problem.
Oh, it's exactly the same.
Huh. It's almost like these modes are completely identical, except one adds rules, another adds more rules, and the third one just wings fish at your face.
And at the end of the day, that's what My Dolphin is. It tried to cash in on the simulation game craze that unfortunately plagued the Wii throughout its life cycle. And at $5 a copy, I'm sure it fooled a few people
Including 15-year-old me.
into thinking it was fun and a worthwhile experience. But with awful music, scary and lazy visuals, and the most bare-bones gameplay we've seen, even in a simulation title, capped off with a morally gray backstory that has me wondering if anyone actually read it before it went to market, we got one conclusion.
This game's just a bust.